Well, hello there. My name is HW, and thank you so much for watching Tone Junkie TV. When you think of a great guitar player, Carlos Santana, John Mayer, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, even Wes Montgomery. All these guys, they could play one note, one chord. Eddie, right? One note, one chord. And it doesn't matter if someone's trying to sound like them and they're doing a really good job. You could just tell it's them from their tone, from the way they phrase things. There's something about guitar players who achieve a signature tone that they don't even need to introduce themselves. You just hear it in the notes. It becomes so distinctive. It's like hearing the human voice, but with a fretboard and fingers and wood and steel. And it's that sort of differentiated from everybody else out there. I'll tell you a funny thing that just happened. My buddy Desi was over here, and Desi's in a lot of the videos and stuff. He's the guy who does all the classic rock stuff in the Tone Junkie demos. He was over here, and he actually played a Los Lonely Boys song that I had never heard before. And I watched him do these very Hendrixy double stops. Then he went to these octave chords, which hit my brain as very not Hendrix. Then he did like a kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas kind of blues shuffle little thing. It was all part of one song. And at the end I said, Desi, did you write that little piece of music? Because I can tell that's pulling from... And I told him all those different influences. I told him it sounded like Hendrix. Then you did a very un-Hendrix thing. Then you did a little Vaughan thing. And he said, no, but it's funny you say that. That's a Los Lonely Boys tune. And instantly I went, exactly, because they're pulling from all of those sounds very heavily. Los Lonely Boys, you can hear some more, some of that modern influence, but you can hear Hendrix. Then all those double stops, you can definitely hear a Texas Stevie bluesy tone and just sort of phrasing, right? Even when we borrow from people, it still always sounds like us. We never, I think John Mayer once said, like, his signature sound is a result of just failing to copy his heroes, right? So I've been giving this a lot of thought lately because for the last year or two, the last like 2 years really, I've been playing the same amp profiles pretty much every weekend. And it's the AC50 pack from Tone Junkie. And, you know, it's an early pack we did, and I love it's a 90s AC30, and there's some other really great 90s AC30s out there right now. But this is the tone I've been just living on for all my live stuff for Sunday morning. I know what it sounds like. I've got it dialed in. It cuts through. I love how it sounds with my Sur guitars and stuff. But then I got this AC50 from 66, and I went, oh my gosh, the preamp chime and overdrive is like an AC, but I love that it has the bigger power amp, almost like a plexi, bigger kind of breath about it. It just feels breathier. And so I'm working on my HW Nose Tone 2 performance. You've been able to download my HW Nose Tone performance for like the past 2 years for free in the Tone Junkie free pack. But number 2 is coming out where I'm just updating it with this AC50, but it's got me really thinking about my signature sound. Do I have a signature sound? And, you know, how can I carve out a signature sound? But it really got me comparing these two profiles. So I want to show you both of these. Now here's a little bit of a song I've done in some previous videos. It's a Sunday morning favorite. It's called Great Are You. And I'm actually going to show you both these clips back to back. And then I'm gonna punch in here and just show you a couple of these. And I'm going to comment a little bit as we go through here. I'm just going to leave my audio in and comment a little bit. So here we go. Let's try this out. Little more grunt there. Some nice low end girth. Come on. You hear that extra air, that breath. It's still chiming on the top end. Still nice and shiny on the top end. Oh yeah. not getting in the way too much. You know? There's mids, but it's staying out of the way. I love that voice. You can hear presence. It doesn't sound too compressed. Just sounds like an amp, you know? Like a big amp. Even without being overly compressed, those notes sound big. Okay, AC30. Little less low end grunt. You hear that? But a little more chime. It's very carved. It's very carved into its own spot. It just fits right there like a glove. There's a good tone. Why am I leaving this? Oh yeah. There's a lot of pick attack and articulation even on these chords. Got a very narrow voice chime that just, I love it. This is the sound that I've just been here for 2 years. Come on, that sounds like a clon, you know, very nasally. Almost sounds like it could be a telly overdriven. You can hear the sound is more compressed than the old one, especially with that low end. You can hear a little more compression here too. This is my problem. These are both great, you know? They're beautiful, but I kind of like that low end a little more. You can hear it. Let me go back just to the actual. Just listen to the beginning real quick. Just a little gruntiness here. The little grunt of just the very first part. See, there's grumble. There's rumble. There's rumble in it. There's rumble in it. Now let's go to the AC30. A lot less. See, and that chord right there, you hear that chord right there, and it's just it fits really well. It doesn't fight at all at the low end, but I also like that extra low end grumble. It's just two different guitars. It sounds, they're definitely the same thing. You see what I'm saying? They're both that AC thing, but I don't know what I like better. I don't know. When I'm hitting those chords, I like how tight those chords feel in the mix here. And that's why, for a rhythm, I might go with more of this AC30. But, because it just fits really well with the low end of the bass. It just fits right in, next to it, rather than, sort of globbing over it. And then I really like the air you get on the AC50. So, man, I don't know if we're getting better or we're getting different, but that's where I want to hear what you got to say. I want to know what your thoughts are, your opinions of the two tones below. That's how I'm hearing them. little more low end. I hear a little more chime in the AC30, but there's still chime in the other one. But the mids are like focused differently. It's higher end mids and higher treble. I hear a little airier presence and more breath on the bottom end of the AC50. So what's better and what's not? I don't know, but I'm going to let you play both of these soon. I got the HW Nose Tone Performance up there right now. HW Nose Tone number 2. I'm just revamping some effects and stuff. And I'm even working on some more like a mid-range variation thing with some EQs and stuff. Anyway, let me know in the link down. Let me know in the comments below. AC50, 66 AC50, or ACE30? Which did you think sounded better? Which cut the mix better? Did one sound better for rhythm and one sounded better for lead? I want to know what you heard. I've been HW. Thanks so much for listening. And by the way, where else do you get live play-by-play commentary on the headphones to someone playing their own playing? Come on! Only on Tone Junkie TV. I've been HW. Thanks so much. HW out.